Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And today we're hitting the road, figuratively, of course, to explore the early days of automobiles. You know, you sent this postcard featuring this guy, Frankie Fithen, and, well, it turns out his story is pretty incredible. So let's rewind the clock, like way back to like 1890.
Okay.
9-year-old Frank Fithen has this just tragic train accident, results in the loss of both his arms.
Oh, wow.
You'd think that would be the end of the road for any kind of, normal life, let alone driving, right?
Right. Yeah, you would think so. But Frank was clearly an extraordinary individual.
Yeah.
He not only learned to adapt to daily life using his mouth and feet, even mastering things like lighting a cigarette.
Wow.
Which, let's be honest, sounds incredibly challenging.
Yeah.
But he also embraced a life of adventure and spectacle.
Imagine him as a trick cyclist touring with Barnum and Bailey. This guy was a showman.
Wow.
But even with the circus life, he was totally smitten with the rise of automobiles, like many at the turn of the century.
Yeah.
How did he actually do it? Driving without arms, especially back then, seems almost impossible. Cars were so much more manual and, well, dangerous.
Right.
No power steering, no automatic transmissions.
Right, but that's where Frank's ingenuity shines.
Yeah.
He didn't just accept limitations, he engineered his way around them.
Good.
He designed this unique adaptive steering wheel, incorporating steel rings, almost like handles, built right into the wheel.
Oh, wow.
Imagine gripping these rings with his residual limbs, controlling the car with incredible precision.
Yeah.
He used his other limb to operate the hand throttle and gear shifts, and of course his feet worked the pedals.
Wow.
It's mind-boggling, considering the complexity of driving in those days.
Really challenges our perception of what's possible, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
And he didn't just putter around town. This guy took his modified cars on cross-country trips in the 1910s.
Wow.
Dirt roads, no GPS, limited maps. It's hard to even fathom that level of daring and determination.
Exactly. Imagine the sheer grit it took to navigate those early roads, covering vast distances and even reaching speeds of 58 miles per hour in his customized Oakland Greyhound Speedster.
Oh, wow.
He logged over 115,000 miles by 1917. That's incredible for anyone at that time, but with his modifications, it's truly remarkable.
Okay, pause for a second. Oakland Greyhound Speedster. I looked this up.
Yeah.
This wasn't just any car. This was a top-of-the-line, 6-cylinder, 60-horsepower machine. And he chose this car to modify.
Yeah.
That says something about his personality, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't just about getting around. There was a real sense of adventure, even a need for speed in this guy.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't just about personal satisfaction either. Frank was savvy.
Yeah.
He used these cross-country trips to sell postcards featuring himself in his incredible car.
Right.
It's a clever form of self-promotion that contributed to his lasting legacy.
Definitely.
Those postcards are like a window into a forgotten era. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left feeling incredibly inspired. What started with a simple postcard featuring a man with no arms behind the wheel of the car has opened up this whole world of history, innovation, and the ongoing fight for accessibility. It's a story that shows us that progress is possible even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. And it reminds us that those limitations are often more about perception than reality.
Beautifully put. And perhaps the most important takeaway is that we all have a role to play in building a more inclusive world, whether it's through challenging our own assumptions, advocating for greater accessibility, or simply appreciating the incredible achievements of those who came before us and paved the way.
Well said. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never underestimate the power of the human spirit to overcome any obstacle.